Hello guys, welcome back. I'm SimUK. This is Farm Manager 2021. You can see we're in our third year, 2024, and yes, it's been interesting. Very interesting indeed. We've been robbed, we've had a fire, and yeah, the last year was meant to be the big year of profit, and well, all of our plums disappeared. I lost my plums. Not the best start to the career, is it really? Now, something a little bit strange is happening here. We've got some blackberries in this field, which during winter shouldn't really be producing anything. But here you go. Here are my employees, and they are picking blackberries in the middle of winter. Not something you see very often, I wouldn't imagine. Alright, let's get things rolling a little bit quicker, because the game kind of has to be played in this super high speed mode. We've got loads of stuff here that needs to be picked as well. You can see we've sent all of our yearly staff home because they don't go home on their own accord, so we have to fire them all. Which is a bit frustrating, but we're doing okay, I guess. 36,000 in the bank. We're probably going to make another 30,000 off this, but we've got about 50,000 a month in sort of expenses, if you will. The price of honey, we thought we were going to make a killing this year on honey, and oh my god, the price of honey has just plummeted. Look at this. Wow. I mean, I could sell it and I could still make a profit. Oh, hang on, these are strawberries coming in. Oh, they're coming in from the greenhouses over here. So yes, an interesting couple of years. I really like this game. It's a game, I tell you what, it's a game model that I have been wanting to build myself for many, many years. So when 2018 came out, I was really excited. But as the game is right now, it's got quite a few issues. Whole load of new content, and the UI looks a lot better. But to be honest with you, a lot of the problems that existed in 2018 are still here. So watch out for my review if you haven't already caught that, or if you don't want to watch these videos because they're quite long. I mean, each episode is a year long, so they're about an hour each. So it's some pretty heavy going. And yes, I mean, we almost went completely bankrupt in the second year, partly because I made some bad purchasing choices, but mostly because the game lacks some significant logical processes. Like if this tractor is carrying that trailer and it breaks down, why can't I swap it to this tractor? You can't. All my profit was in that trailer and I couldn't sell it. So that's how I nearly lost the farm, because I couldn't swap the tractors over. Things like that really need to be addressed, but you know, that's something that has to be planned before you start developing, and clearly they haven't sat down and had that conversation. Okay, that's not a bad price. 11,000 there. Got some strawberries, they're at a good price, 36,000, that gives us 85. Got 400 raspberry saplings, but not selling too well, and honey, still, I'm not selling at that price. Honey lasts a long time, so we'll sit on that, I think. So what's going to happen is, at the end of the month, which is in about 3 days, we're going to have our expenses go out, which are going to be around about maybe as much as 50,000, hopefully not more than that. When all of the staff are here, it's more like 65,000. Now these 4 fields here, they're enough to cover the cost of the monthly expenses. And then it's these, the orchards, which are meant to bring in the profit every year. Last year, the profit from all the plums just vanished. All the plums disappeared. We picked them and then they didn't exist anymore. It was most odd. I still haven't figured out what happened there. But that's why we have no money this year. So hopefully this year, my fingers are crossed, I'll be watching it very closely. We'll have probably about 500,000 come in off the back of these, depending on what price they sell at. So we should be back on our feet. But it does mean another year scrimping and scraping through the first 6 months, because these only flower once a year. So we're not going to see profits on this until September-ish. But in the meantime, we'll be picking the strawberries, etc. And this is all done by hand. I don't believe there are any machines available to pick strawberries in an automated way. So at some point we need to diversify slightly. We've got the honeybees over here. They're doing a fantastic job. And all of our employees are still here, so we're obviously looking after our employees quite well. We've got a little sapling hut here, which occasionally makes good profit. Not all the time, but occasionally. You can see at the moment we're making raspberry saplings. We've got 70 raspberries that we've grown in the greenhouse. And basically that's the only way to make any decent profit, because you don't make a great profit from selling raspberries out of the greenhouse. But the thing is, in the winter, this is the only thing that you can farm. Everything else kind of shuts down for the winter. You can't farm any of the fields or anything like that. Now, if we could get some livestock and be able to process the milk, then we could do that. That would definitely bring in some cash over the winter periods, especially if we could get some sheep and some wool. But we're not really in that position yet. Oh, why is there nobody working here? There's a bit of a problem with the staff management. They kind of go off and do their own jobs. Like this lady here, Holly Jones. She's actually a manufacturing expert. So she's not meant to be in the greenhouse, but she's off doing that job. And for some reason I can't override that. So she outranks me effectively. So I just have to wait for her to stop working in the greenhouse, go back to the main house and try and grab her at that moment, which is easier said than done, he says, doing it very easily. Thing is, it takes a lot of time to get that right. I can't be doing other things. Not that there's much to do at the moment. This year was supposed to be all about expanding and building and getting the animals in and the livestock and stuff like that. But instead, we're going to have to basically repeat year 2. Now we've got masses of orchards now. We've got all sorts of things. We've got apples, we've got peaches, we've got cherries, 2 lots of plums and some pears as well. So from a fruit perspective, we are killing it. We're also growing strawberries and strawberries again, and 2 lots of blackberries. So we've got double strawberry, double blackberry. Now that should bring in enough to pay the wages of all the staff, basically in preparation for when we do this at the end of the year, which should bring in $500,000 profit. That's the plan. That has always been the plan, and it was going so well, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. Part of the reason that we're not too well off this year as well, price of honey. I mean, I don't know what happened there. But if you look, if you look at, even if I sell it at this terrible price, we're still looking at pulling in 110,000. So we have got money. Just that 110,000 could be closer to 200,000, and that's an extra 200,000 a year just on 4 little bee huts. So I'll probably put another 2 in here, but I can't do it yet, obviously, because we've got wages to pay and we've got another 27 days of winter before we can start even planting. Well, we don't need to plant these because they're already planted. This one will need planting. So there's lots to do. I mean, there is a lot to do, but we're kind of reliant or restricted by the weather conditions until they free up, open up, and let us do our thing. And we're kind of stuck. Now, originally I was trying to make blackberry saplings, and that went really badly wrong because for some reason, and I still don't know why, you can't make them here. You can do strawberry. I might do strawberry instead. apple, pear, cherry, plum, peach, but no cherry, no blackberries for some reason. I'm going to swap production over to strawberries for a bit, purely because we've already got like 1,000 units of raspberry bushes. We got 674 kilograms of strawberries, which we could sell for 6,000. But I think we'll probably get more money out of turning those into saplings and selling those instead. So the wages have gone out, and by jolly am I happy, because we're still 357 in profit. So that was really lucky. That worked out incredibly well. So we've actually managed to get through the 3rd year of winter without going into debt at all. But only just. Only very just. So I suppose if I hold on to the honey money, you could think of that as a sort of a protective cover. Oh no, look, I've put them all in the other way. Damn. Now they're all facing a different way. I'm going to say I did that for environmental reasons. I am tempted to put another 2 down, because these are really quite cheap to run. I mean, it's like 2,000 for the building, and then upkeep of about $20 a week or something. Nothing a month for these, and then you just got 1 employee running it constantly. It's pretty good. In fact, I might even put a house over here. Put a couple more beehives down, and then, because at the moment the bee house over here has actually got quite a few people working in there that work on the other things like manufacturing and greenhouses and stuff. Maybe if we get a bit of profit coming in this year. Right, how we doing? 9 days. All right. Wow. So at the beginning of every episode, I have to talk for 3 months. I need to fill in the gaps, bring you up to speed, and tell you what's happened in the previous year and all that kind of good stuff. And I think I've done that. So please do let me know in the comment section, what do you think of this game so far? I try and most YouTubers, I think, sort of edit down their gameplay so that it's like, you know, they get a lot of stuff done in a very short amount of time. But honestly, genuinely, I don't think that's a good reflection of this game. This game is all about, it's about an hour to play a year, and that's running at maximum speed. Well, second to maximum speed. Because if I click on that, it will skip winter altogether. We can't really do that. We haven't got the money for it. Nope, still rubbish. So what are the saplings? The strawberry saplings. So actually, strawberries are worth more. Strawberries are $10 per kilogram, whereas the saplings are 0.73 pence per kilogram. That is interesting. Right, we'll get rid of the strawberries. Spring is here, ladies and gentlemen. Spring is here. We're going to swap this back to raspberries, if I can find them. Because I actually got a pretty decent return on investment on that one time. Right, so look at this. It looks like, yeah, immediately we got 9 workers in that house. 11 in there. And 7 in there, so that's great. I've had to sack them every year because it's not been working. You can see they're all watering all of the fields and getting in there, getting stuck in. It's good to see. Really busy farm all of a sudden. The army of seasonal workers have arrived. Look at them all milling about and getting stuff done here, there and everywhere. Great stuff. So hopefully someone's going to come over here and plant this. What's going on? What's going on? Not enough resources. Strawberry seedlings. Oh man, I just sold loads of those. That's irritating. Right, we'll change this back to strawberries for a minute. And that way we don't have to pay for them. I can't believe I sold the strawberry seedlings. What a silly thing to do. We'll get there in a minute. So, yes, looking good. Now, I think what we're going to have to do at some point, we did have an additional car park here. And I think we're going to have to get another one this year just to cover the cost. Just to give us enough vehicles to get all the work done and everything in a timely fashion. So look, we're 83,000 in debt now. And that's what's going to happen every month. So we really do need the price of honey to come up. Very important. Alright, so we've got strawberry seedlings. How many do we need? Does it tell me? No, but we don't have enough, whatever it is. So, okay, we'll just be patient. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. So by the end of this month, we need to make 83,000 to get, well, 84,000 to get us out of debt. Because you can only be in debt for a short amount of time. There's no banks, you can't get loans or anything like that. The price of honey has gone up by 15%. Oh, are we going to get some honey money? I don't see that 15% increase. What is going on? Perhaps this isn't a finance thing. Maybe this is demand. Don't know. What have we got in here? Raspberries, 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 strawberry, 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 strawberry. Okay, so maybe I need to put a couple more of these in. Get some cabbages on the grow. Or maybe I need a field to get some cabbages on the grow. Who knows? What I don't really want to do is buy any more equipment. We've got lots and it's bloody expensive and it breaks all of the time. So if I can avoid that, I think I will. These are great, these little things. The orchard tractors, I really like those. We've got about 3 of those. It can do almost everything that a big tractor can do. And for those little bits that it can't do, that's what the big tractor's for. Oh, is this broken down again? Great. So that's 9,000 to repair that. Oh, for a minute there I thought our honey had disappeared. See, why has the price of honey not gone up? I'm just going to have to sell the honey. Sell the honey, a massive loss, just so I can get the tractor fixed. Otherwise we won't be able to get anything done. And there's a mechanic that you can employ to work on your farm, but even they are even they cost additional money, and they don't seem to do anything. Certainly don't do what I want them to do. Right, we're going to grab a couple more in here, and then I think we are going to put a house here. And then it could be its own special little unit. Probably won't do it this time out. Yeah, they're both full, so I am going to have to get another house. What are we doing here? Waiting for the expert. Right, that makes me very nervous. Because in the campaign, I waited for over a year A year and a half I was waiting for the expert. They never turned up. Here he is now. I think we'll be lucky this time. But yeah, previously I've had experts booked, but they never actually arrive. I'm not sure what the reasons for that were. Was it a bug? Was it something else? But yeah. How are we doing here? Good. We've got enough strawberry saplings. We're going to swap production back to the raspberries because I just prefer that. Right, so when we get the tractor up and running, see now this is the benefit of having two tractors. Well, I say that, as mentioned at the beginning of this video, because this tractor's broken down, I cannot get access to this at all. I can't repark it, I cannot do anything with it. It is stuck on that tractor, and that tractor is broken. So if I can't, you can't even sell it. You can't even sell the tractor whilst it's being used. Look. So we would quite literally be stuck and throttled. Again here, you see the delivery thing is blocking and holding everything up. You can get a logistics building, which really speeds the things up because they come and park in there instead of parking in front of the house. That's well worth doing. Might stick it there actually, that's the perfect spot for it. But in the short term, I've just got to wait for this truck to get out of the bloody way so that the mechanic can drive over here and fix the tractor. Here he comes. This definitely needs to be fixed. The fact that I can't, if I had two of these tractors, I wouldn't be able to take over the job. That needs to be changed. Not good. Oh, he's actually taken the wheel off for a second there. Perfect. Right, we're up and running again. Up and running again. Good, good, good. How old is that tractor? 10% that. I can renovate it for 36,000. That's why it keeps breaking down, because it's old and knackered. That's why it drives so slowly. When it's just about doing the job, but only just. How long? We need some anti-fungus stuff. Hopefully somebody's ordered it. But the demand for honey is up. It should, even at the low price we've got now, it should bring in about 100,000 a year. So I'm quite happy for that to continue. Yeah, all of our equipment is pretty broken at the moment. Just makes me, you know, so frustrated about how much money we lost last year with the plums. But we've got even more this year, so it has to come in. The first year it worked. We got, I think, 120,000 off of these two. This one was 60,000, so that's 180,000 here. Maybe the same again. I mean, it's not 500,000. It's not 500,000, but it's closer. It's definitely closer. Oh, completely forgot to do that. Price of honey is coming up. Price of raspberries is coming up. That's 20,000 there on the raspberries that we have, the saplings, that is. All good stuff. The price of strawberries is right up. Look at that. 8,000. Prices are still too low. Right, here we go. We're actually picking. Now this is the beauty of these little green tractors. They take up far less space than the big ones, but they still manage to pull all the trailers. So when you've got a farm set up similar to this, where you've got lots of pickers, and they're all coming in, and that's how you get the fruit off the plant, then they're absolutely gorgeous for that job. And obviously these big red ones are too big to go in the orchard. So these, you need to have these if you have orchards. But yeah, I really like them. If I were going to buy a tractor, I'd probably buy one of these. The colour of these strawberries looks a bit weird. They look sort of damaged. Yeah, look at the health. It's not good. Hopefully we'll get them back up and running and in the green soon. Now what's the problem? Oh yeah, can't get access to it because the tractor's being used. Can't afford to renovate the tractor right now. We just need to get through to orchard picking. How long's that? 126 days left. So 4 months. Around about August. There we go, we've got some blackberries coming in at last. You can see the trailers filling up slowly. With each box, gets slightly fuller. Same over here, we've got some strawberries and some blackberries. Now blackberry prices have been pretty good for the last couple of years. I'm hoping it's going to continue. Strawberry prices are strong. Blackberry prices not too bad. 15,000. How are we doing on that? On the honey? Yeah, not so good. Not so good. And the raspberry bush prices are right down. So that's only 65,000 in the bank. Obviously that's not enough to cover the wages. But at the end of this month, which is coming really soon, we're going to be short. Now this strawberry field here is what's going to keep us afloat. But it's not ready yet. It won't be ready for... Oh, that's looking much better. Look at that. 23 days. So I think it's every 50 days we get on here, on the blackberries and on the strawberries. But we should get quite a few. And when the finances pick up a bit, then I can start looking at buying more equipment, more buildings, get some more honey making going on. Because at the moment we have no employees working here, so it's not making any money. But it's there in preparation. There's a lot I need to do. I think the first thing I need to do is get all the tractors repaired. Maybe a mechanics. Let's have a look at the logistics building, just to see how much that is. Maybe it's in warehouses. No. That's the vets. There it is. Logistics building. 50,000 that is. Right, so we're about to go in debt. But we've been out of debt for a little bit. Oh, not too bad. Just 20,000 debt. That's okay. So how long have we got to wait for this? What's the problem? Orchard sprayer. Yeah. We need 2 of everything. 2 or 3 of everything. 18 days, 19 days and 18 days. Okay, that's good. That's good. And our seasonal workers, yeah, they're all full. We've got like 36 people. Yeah, perfect. I mean, I could put a couple more of these down. That's not a problem. How's the warehouse doing? We're not filling that up yet. Of course, we've still got the strawberries and such coming from the greenhouses. And with strawberry prices as good as they are, that's a very healthy... as good as they were. Damn. Well, that's disappointing. I was going to say that's a little bit of extra help coming in. The price of honey is still super low. So I might just hold on to the honey and sell it at the end of the year and have that as a little oyster bonus. Because 100,000 is enough to get us through the winter months easily. So I think everybody needs a little bit of honey money. I should call this episode Honey Money, shouldn't I? That makes sense. It makes sense if you watch the episode anyway. Honey money, baby. That's my honey money. So we could probably do with another one of these. Very wet this year. Oh no, another tractor has broken down. And he's got the water. 6,965. That could be a big problem. Do you see what I mean? I've got a working tractor here, but I can't swap over. That's a real problem. They really need to fix that because it's such a massive problem. I mean, when you've got millions coming in every year, it's not going to be a problem because you just repair it and that's it, job done. But, you know, if you want to play the game properly, like I'm trying to, you know, we're struggling to start out with. You know, we're not making millions every single year. We're working hard and reinvesting what profit we do make. And that means that I can't afford to fix that tractor right now. Let's see if we can sell some stuff. See, not quite enough, but with the raspberries as well, I think I can get it fixed. But we are, of course, having to sell stuff at, you know, rock bottom prices just to get enough cash in to get the tractor fixed so that we can use the water sprayer. It's tough. These first couple of years, very tough indeed. So we're in May. $108 days left on the big money. See the mechanics here. Definitely need to get a logistics building. Such a pain in the butt that they just park there and block all the traffic. I find that quite frustrating, I have to be honest. The fact that they can't just walk around, drive around it or whatever. Okay. So I think whatever profit we make this year, I'm going to have to reinvest in the vehicles and stuff. Just to make ends meet. So I'm thinking I could put some sort of cabbage patch at the end here. I'm feeling like I want to keep this area for animals and then this area for production. But we are running out of space now. So this farm has to start becoming profitable pretty quickly so that we can expand. Otherwise we're going to get very stuck. Oh, pardon me. That was a stretch that turned into a burp. I apologise if that came through on the microphone. You know when you're mid-stretch and you just can't pull out of it? That's when it happened. I still don't have anybody working here, I'm aware of that. Probably won't happen until September when we hopefully get the profits from the orchards. See, the health and the quality is not great across the board, but we're getting there. Spraying, once the spraying's done and the watering's done, then hopefully I mean actually it's watered. Maybe it's just the spraying. Oh, great. So we got a bit of fungi in there. Why are mushrooms so popular? because they're a fungi. That's a good joke. It is. I don't care what you say. It's a good joke. Right. Here we go. Picking again. So at the end of the month, 80,000 is going to come out. Are we going to get our first load of strawberries from here? No, not yet. That'll be next month. So we're going to go back into debt, but this should bring us close to being out of it, and then this, hopefully, will actually start us climbing a little bit of profit. Oh, look, it's growing. The price is going up. Yeah, I'm going to sell those. Oh, yes, we'll sell those. Every little helps. 17,000. Lots of workers. As with many farms across the UK, we are dependent, heavily dependent on our seasonal workers. So we pay them a good wage and we expect them to work hard but fairly, and we provide them with accommodation and good options. We look after them because they look after us. They are essential to our business. Right, so I think looking at the date and the speed at which we're picking stuff now, at the middle of last year I added this extra seasonal house in, which is an extra 12 workers, but prior to that we were struggling a little bit to get these picked and processed quickly enough. You can see there's like a whole row of strawberries still to be pulled in. So if I do put some cabbages down here, we probably would need an additional house. But yes, hopefully I'll be able to sell all of our produce before... Oh, that's beautiful. Before the wages go out. Oh no, what's happened to the blackberry price? It's not a bad price, but just missed out on a great price. Oh, it's gone back up though. I'm just going to wait for these blackberries to arrive at the warehouse. Now we'll go sell. There we go, 56,000 just on the blackberries. We've got 103,000. The wages are going to come out tomorrow or the day after. And then we still got 15 days, so middle of next month we'll have a bit of profit coming in. Oh, no, don't do that. We're looking good. Still, 3 months to go for the orchard money. That's the proper money, and that's the real money, or it's supposed to be, if it ever actually bloody turns up. Right, so I'm going to wait, actually. I don't think I want to expand on that just yet. I'm going to be patient. And I suppose, thinking about it, do I need a production company for honey? I don't think I do, because it's already put into jars, isn't it? We did have a couple of wind turbines, I think, which I had to sell. So I might reconsider investing in those. "12 days, really good health, so that should be a good yield. Good health, good health, good health. Not perfect health. This is a priority, right? No, it should be. That should this one be? These should always be our priority. Oh god, no. Oh, that one's done. We look after the orchard. The orchard must return a good yield. Otherwise, it's a failed year, like last year was. The wages have gone out. We've still got 17,000 in the bank. This is the perfect place to be. Because if we have any issues with the tractor, we could probably fix it. Maybe even 2 tractors before we start having significant problems. Obviously, we hope that we don't have any problems at all, but if we're going to have problems, I'd rather it was dealt with quickly. I'm just looking at garages. How much is that one? That's not what I meant to do at all. That's 15,000. That's 20,000. Increases the durability of machines by 30%. I think that's a worthwhile investment. I'm going to go with that, and then I'm going to put these little green tractors in there, plus all the small machinery. Because when they're outside in the rain, as they are here, they're just getting destroyed. And every year I'm having to fix them and repair them, and it just gets too much. Too much of an expense. Right, how long now? 60 days? 80 days? Oh God. 80 days and waiting. Can I go maximum speed now? I can. You don't have the required building nearby, a well. What? Oh, I think that's when the water tank was unavailable. Yeah, because they've all got water. So you have to have a well if you're going to do it by hand, but we've got a trailer with water, so that solves our problem. And that works quite well, actually. Right, it's time for picking. This is the first yield we're going to get off the strawberries. Let's see what the strawberry prices are looking like. That would be pretty good, actually. I'm going to shift those out the door and get rid of those as well. What's honey selling like? It's coming up. I'm not going to jump into that yet. I'm going to try and hold on to my honey money. The strawberries, hopefully. How many days left on that? 6 days. So we're going to get another yield. Yeah, we're going to get another yield coming off of all 3 fields, so we should be fine from this point on. We're finally in a position where we're making enough money to cover the cost of all the bills, which we just about managed to do last year before I added that building. But I added that building on the proviso that we were going to get a lot of cash coming from here, and it didn't happen because all the plums vanished. Every single one of them. I was upset. Would be an understatement. That broken down again. But hell. Summer is here, and for many people it's time for vacation. Unfortunately, it's also a stormy period, a time for looking after plants and something else. Some other dribble that I'm not interested in reading. So as much as I'd like to think that the profit potentially coming off of the orchard is going to set us up and allow us to expand, I rather fear that every penny we make here is going to go on the vehicles to get them back up to a 100% working standard. If we're lucky, I'll be able to buy a new tractor. Maybe even a blue one, because we used to have a blue one. But I definitely think we need to get them undercover. Because they're just getting damaged and broken far too easily. And that is expensive. Oh, strawberry prices. Check you out. Honey's coming up. So we're going to be over 100,000 in profit for the first time, with the exception of selling the honey money, for the first time in about 2 years, I think. Hopefully it's a sign of the progress that we've made. When it gets to plum picking time, I'm going to watch that very closely. I don't want anything to go wrong with the orchards this year. First year, like I said, it was absolutely fine. Look at the strawberry prices. Beautiful. Just in time for the wages. So we didn't go over 100,000. I was wrong. The wages went out before I got there. But that's okay. That's okay. Just 2 more months of this. 2 more months of struggling, and then we should have the freedom of cash. That's the plan. So I think I am going to invest in these fields. Kind of makes sense. We're geared up to do that. I might even put an extra couple of fields here with the intention of growing stuff for the animals that we're going to expand into having. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a wise move. And just for aesthetic purposes, let's just meet the road up both sides there. Looking nice. Looking very nice. Don't like this road now though. Is it worth putting the garage in now? I'm going to risk it because I really don't want broken tractors at orchard picking time, if I can help it. How many days? 15 days? Good. So we'll have some more money coming in before what the hell? Got to stop pressing that button. Rotate. That's what I'm looking for. Clicking on things is a real pain in this game as well. Okay, so that's the tractors put away. I'm sure I had 3 of these. There's one broken down somewhere. Oh look, I can upgrade for 10,000. That's where you buy more land as well. That's interesting. I'm just wondering if I repark these over here. Doesn't fit, does it? Needs to be in 2 squares. I just repark this one, then I can move it. Now if I sell that, yes, I get a bit of cash back. That means I can actually buy another one. Woohoo! Exciting times. Has my tractor broken down again? Thankfully not. Splendid. Well, it's a bit bigger, that one, so it won't fit. We'll just put the trailers in here for now. Keeps things neat and tidy. Bit of a tight gap though, isn't it? Get trailers in and out. And you can't move anything either, so once you put it there, it's there forever. There's no move option. Right, so we're picking. We're hopefully going to get that stuff in before the end of the month. And we'll just sell what we can. Oh, look at this. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So we've already got almost enough for the wages this month. Plus we're going to pull in a few extra 1,000 here. How are we doing? How are we doing? 30 days. I'm getting excited now. The old knees going and everything. Yes, very, very excited. No, this stupid ass tractor has broken down again. That's another 7,000. Ridiculous. Ridiculous how expensive that tractor alone has cost me 30,000 this year just to keep it going. So frustrating. If I had 30,000 you know, in one go, I could have just bought a new tractor. I wonder if I can squeeze 2 garages in there. Right, so we're 16,000 in debt. We should have some stuff to sell. There we go. Not bad at all. 46,000 in the bank. Oh yeah, the price of those have just gone up. 72,000 in the bank. Thank you very much. And we've managed to improve these buildings. I'm just going to see if I can squeeze 2 in there. No, not quite. Right, so that's a big investment I just made there. How are we doing? 19 days left. Oh gosh. Now I'm excited. Right, so we got an electricity problem here. Fix that. Oh, if I'd have just moved that over one space, everything would have lined up nicely. Never mind. Never mind. Right, so we have power in place. That's good. That's good, that's good. Now I can move all of these items. Let's get the most important things in first. Things like this we don't use very often, the cultivators and that. I'm not too bothered about them. But the stuff that we use sort of more often. See, an orchard planter we're not going to use very often. Precision seeder we don't use very often. That planter we don't use very often, to be fair. So if I can just somehow squeeze all of this over here, that pretty much can all stay outside. Oh, what's on there? The seed drill. But I've moved the seed drill. I've moved the seed drill. This is one of the bugs in the game. I'm sure I've seen this a few times. So this seed drill, it still thinks it's over here, look. If I go to its location, it's like, there it is. It's like, yeah, I know it's there. I just put it there. So I can't sell this because it still thinks that's there. So maybe if I put this back over there. Oh no, now it thinks I have 2 seed drills. Oh dear. So maybe I can sell that one. See, I knew it would do it. But now we don't have a seed drill. So now I have to buy another one of those. Darn the bugs in this game. Darn them. Darn them to hell. I don't like the look of those, even though I put them there. Right, what are we doing here? How many days left? 16 days. Alright. Tempted to get the logistics building installed, but I'm not going to, because if any of the tractors break down, I need to have the cash. Oh, beautiful, look at that. I need to have the cash to be able to repair them instantly. Oh, 3 years it's taken to get to this point. Hey, look, why is the health not so good? $11 days. I think we'll just watch it in. Count it down. 10, 9, 8. I wish it would have a night and day cycle as well, because that would really help you sort of acknowledge when a day has progressed. Alright, here we go, here we go. 8 days. We're going to have some wages come out? Not yet. Well, actually, yeah, we're going to be right on the brink of it. Luckily, there's some strawberries coming in. 7 days. Oh, wow. I hope this works out. I would be really happy with $250,000. I'd be ecstatic with 300,000. If we get any closer to $500,000, then I'm going to be glowing from ear to ear. So many things I need to do with that money, though. It's going to be gone. We can look at it for about 10 seconds and then I have to start spending it. If I spend it wisely, speculate to accumulate, that would make sense. Two days. Okay, so it looks like I've got some stock I can sell. Yeah, that's not a great price. That is, though. Oh, there's such a small amount of honey. Nice. So we should have enough just about, I think. Now this is going to be a problem because that and that are going to coincide a little bit too closely. And they're already harvesting this, it says. It's all going to be a bit tight. One day, one day, one day, one day. Yeah. So all of those are going to come into fruit at exactly the same day. I think that's a bit frustrating as well. They should be, it shouldn't be exactly 128 days. It should be about 128 days. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes it happens a bit earlier, sometimes it happens a bit later. I think that's more realistic. But okay, here we go. So tomorrow then is the big day. Jolly excited. Bit nervous. Mostly excited. Might even stand up for this. So I have one of those desks, one of those electronic desks that you can raise and lower. So yeah, I've just taken to the standing position. Everything feels a little bit weird for a few seconds or a few minutes. Now this is the one we want to watch. Actually, let's get some pears. And cherries. And some apples, I think, is the other one. But we want to have a really good idea of what produce is coming in and where it's going. Oh, we're ready to go. This is it, guys. Oh, man. 3 years I've been waiting for this day. Well, 3 days, technically. 1 episode a day. I'm not going to speed this up. I'm sorry. You probably want it to go fast, but I really need to check what's going on at each stage. So you can see we've got some apple pickers. Tractor's heading down there. That tractor has not broken down. Yet. Although that tractor's not really used for this work over here. It's these little green ones. My little orchard tractors. Now, nobody's picking this. It's a bit of a concern. Well, I mean, not enough staff. I think maybe you need to have levels, tiers of priority. What's in there? Nothing, apparently. See, look, they're all doing it by hand instead of filling up the trailer. I don't understand what that trailer's doing then, because it went over there and parked. It looks like everybody's carrying their stuff to the warehouse. Oh no, they're carrying it to here, are they? Where the hell are they going? Anna, where are you going? Oh, they're going for a break. That's what's going on there. Okay. Maybe some field workers, some seasonal workers here would be a good idea. We'll wait and see. We definitely need more tractors though. Look at this. More tractors, more trailers. How many trailers do we have? I think we have 3, don't we? Apparently 3 is not enough. Come on, the health of my crop is going down here. I don't like this. Ah, it's being picked. It's being picked. Right, now, look. 0 apples, 0 cherry, 0 pear, and 0 plum. That's a bit of a worry. I can still see apples on here. Picking the strawberries at the same time. It's definitely the busy period, isn't it? What I might do is put a seasonal thing here where they just turn up in August. Just for this job. That seems to make really good sense. Still nothing, look. Honey. Gotta sell the honey at that price. Okay, so I just want them to turn up in August. For 2 months. 2 months worth of work, and we'll pay them very well. So we'll call this the orchard pickers. That's the orchard picker's house. I could do the same with this one. To be honest with you, we don't really need them the whole way through, and then I could put 2 houses here for the fields, and we'll have field workers, orchard workers, greenhouse workers. And that makes good sense. Obviously these guys get paid a lot more money, 300 extra a month, but they only work for a couple of months a year. So how are we doing? This is really freaking me out. We still have no plums, no pears, no cherries, and no apples. I don't know what's causing this problem. You can see some of them are ticked and some of them aren't, but we have no produce from this at all. They're all going to the greenhouses, but they've all got my stock on them. I'm going to be so upset if we make no money off this again. Yeah, I'm really concerned right now. Ah, there are too many bugs like this. This is a game-breaking bug. There's no way I can continue with this if my profit-making orchards are not actually making any profit. Look, it says harvested crops, as in the job is already done, but you can still see full of fruit, full of fruit, full of fruit. It says they're harvested, but they're not. You can still see the fruit is on the trees. Oh man. Even with honey money, it's not viable. Oh, there you go. Now I've got to make a review on this game, and this is why I play games in this way. It's because these are things you need to know about before you invest your money in this game. I was really, really hoping that this game would be enhanced in all the areas that I feel like it needs to be enhanced, but with bugs like that slipping through, that's really bad. Obviously, I will tell the devs. Last year, I suspected something had gone wrong because we did get the money from the pairs. But this year, we've got absolutely nothing off it at all. We didn't even get the first year stuff off these ones. I did wonder if the first year it worked and thereafter it doesn't. But we didn't even get first year profit off these. So, yeah, I don't know how we're going to survive from this point on. I don't see how it's viable to continue with it in this current state. Winter's coming in 103 days. All those profits completely gone. That is not what I wanted to be seeing here. Let's see if the seasonal workers go home. I suppose I do need to give them all that extra money because that one's full. I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. We'll manage that as the time progresses. Yeah, that's really disappointing. Trying to think of how I can put a positive spin on that, but really there isn't one. You know, this is what the entire farm is relying on, and to lose every single penny from it, not once but twice. Yeah, that burns. We don't even have enough to pay the wages this month. And autumn has arrived. Oh man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on hold. I don't even know. Whoa, crikey. I don't even know if anybody's interested in watching these episodes. I mean, they do take quite a long time to put together. They're an hour long each. And you can see, you know, if you watch them, that I am here for the entirety. It's not happening in the background. It's not automated. I'm actively having to be involved the whole way through. But the fields seem to be fine. The fields seem to work okay. See, we got a whole bunch of strawberries in there. 200 punnets of strawberries. But, I mean, financially, we are so badly off. I can't even afford to put extra fields in. Our hands are completely tied now. We somehow made it through last Christmas because we had all that lovely honey money to fall back on. But I've had to use all of that this year to keep us afloat. Thinking, you know, there's going to be 200,000-300,000 coming off the orchard. So I don't know how I'm going to get out of this particular mess. But I think we're going to have to put the Let's Play on hold whilst the devs fix this bug, because it's a big one. Maybe they already know about it. And of course, you know, the game hasn't actually released yet. I'm playing this early access or preview version. So there is, you know, I will be taking that into consideration in my review. But there you go, 41,000 down. And with the winter coming, 81 days, we're not going to get much more cash coming in. Even that didn't clear the debts. We have got some, what's this? Strawberries here. Right, so I need to send these guys home because they're still not going home. I really hope all these bugs have been fixed. This UI needs to be improved as well. Far too many clicks to sack everybody in that house. And I can't sack this guy because he's getting stuff in. Whilst they're working, you can't do anything with them. I need to bring wages right down. Anybody who's not actively doing something needs to leave, I'm afraid. Farm is in financial jeopardy. Far too many clicks, isn't it? There's about 500 clicks I think I've had to do to get rid of these guys. The whole system with the employees is a mess. Well, I just thought, actually, you could do it this way, couldn't you? Can I sack them here? Let's just see the seasonal staff. So this is where it needs to be. This is where we need to have the ability to sack people. Having to go and click on each individual person is not suitable. This is actually easier though, doing it this way. Well, that's definitely an improvement, but it's still not good enough. Right, so we have no seasonal staff. We have very little money. Gosh, the price of honey is absolutely sky high now. I could have got 200,000 off that. Right, how many days till winter? 59 days. So the small number of staff I have, 26 people, they're going to have to do all the work. It's going to be really tough on them. But just trying to think what I did differently in the first year, because I did get a profit off them in the first year. I wonder if it's seasonal staff that are bugged. It's difficult to pinpoint it. Oh, yeah, of course. Lucky that happened now. If that happened a month from now, then this tractor wouldn't be able to move and I wouldn't be able to get the profit for these strawberries. We're kind of lucky there. Can't believe not one of these orchards came through. What's wrong with this one? Wow, we've got $1,000 left. I think this game is going to kill us. I don't think we're going to make it through the winter, because if you're in debt for too many months, you get creamed. They take the farm away. And I kind of feel like that is what's going to happen here. I think it's about 150,000 we need to have in the bank by the end of December. Look, it took a massive tumble. I can't take the risk of having that tumble any further down. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I can continue this Let's Play series until they fix that bug. It's quite a big bug. There are quite a few problems with this game. And I'll be honest with you, I mean, I was so keen to play the first one when it first came out. I was like, yeah, I've been waiting for a game like this for so long. But the reality is that it was quite bug ridden and it had lots of limitations and there were lots of problems and issues with it. But I kind of gave them, I kind of accepted the fact that perhaps, you know, it's their first game, they're a small team, you know, they get a bit of success on the sale of the first one. They'll hopefully be able to reinvest that money and do a better job of the second one and really make it the game they always wanted it to be. I kind of don't feel like that's happened. When bugs as big as this, you know, sneaking their way through without anyone spotting it. It's not good. We've got some black currants. Are we going to have enough to see us through the winter? Oh, blackcurrant prices are good. Honey prices are good. We have 125,000. That's about 25,000 short of what we need. But it looks like we're going to get one more harvest in. And because I've sent home all of the employees, there's a good chance we might just scrape through. I just noticed the detail here on the houses. Hang on, there shouldn't be anyone in there. Why are there fires on? It's supposed to be empty. Maybe they're just doing that to keep the damp out. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, when it's windy and blowy, all of the smoke starts blowing across, which is kind of cool. Wow, do you know what? We might scrape by 150,000 for the winter. We got 3 days. Obviously the wages are going to have to come out at the end of this month. It's going to be tight, but it's possible. But we can't rely on this again for next season. That's just not bringing in anything at all. There you go, 60,000. Oh gosh. So our expenses a month are still 60,000 even without the employees. What are you still doing here? It's because it's up to that month, isn't it? That one isn't. That one isn't. Oh, that's why it's 60,000. All the bloody employees have come back. Wow. So that's probably killed us. And again, it's stupid that you can only sack. Oh no. I don't want to sack the permanent staff, you stupid game. Why did you untick this? You said she was resting. Why can't I sack anyone? Oh, this is doing my absolute head in. We need 120,000 at the end of December. These people cannot be here at the end of December because I can't afford that. Even with honey money. Strawberries have saved us this year, I think. Right, let's slow that right down. Let's try and get rid of these staff. Okay, go. Oh, see, look. Just as I go to do it, she goes to do a job and then I can't sack her. It says here she's not doing anything. I can't sack anyone right now. Oh, stop doing this. Stop turning that back on. Why can't I get rid of anyone? Now the game is not letting me sack anybody. This is so weird. Why can't I move the screen thing? Stop doing that. See, now these people cannot be sacked because they're currently working, which is just preposterous. So I have to wait for them to stop working so that I can sack them. And if I happen to come out of that screen to deal with something else and come back into it, then all of the employees are listed and I'll accidentally start sacking permanent employees. I'm sure I've sacked a couple of permanent employees already, purely by accident. Staff effectiveness is high. Average monthly wage. That's pretty cool. Number of permanent staff. Do you see how they... I mean, this is good. This is a sign of a healthy company, but in the first year, nobody went home. They just stayed permanently. Why is she in red? What does that mean? Lily Thomas. I mean, effectively, if they just keep working, you can never fire them. Which is madness, because I need to be able to fire them in order to save the farm. So we've got 120,000. Hardly any employees. But that's just tough. So we'll probably be harvesting this all the way through winter like we did last year. There's only one person not working. Alright, let's speed it up. Hope that we don't get more employees. 31, it shouldn't increase. Because we're in December now, we shouldn't have any new employees. Once these fields are done, then I can sack everybody. All the seasonal staff, that is. Well, we might just have enough to get through the winter again. So these 4 massive fields, these are the biggest fields we could get. I think that's a really good way to just keep a farm ticking over. Current prices are right down. Look at that, 150,000. End of the month though, we got to pay the wages. We do have a few more black currants coming in. We can get rid of a few. We can get a few extra quid in. It's resting. So that doesn't make sense. Working on field 12, resting. Oh, because she's in the middle of doing that job. She's just resting in the middle of that job. Same with him. Okay, we're just going to have to be patient here. Whole field's got to be done. Just a handful of people. I mean, so that's quite surprising. I mean, we're in winter. It's not snowing. Wow, as if by magic. £1 million hasn't just landed. We haven't found all the plums and pears and cherries and apples that we picked. No, that didn't work. Thought I had some sort of subliminal skill. So you can see we're picking the strawberries even though it's winter. I think that's a bug as well. Probably because they were ready to pick before winter started. And now it doesn't know how to get rid of them. Oh look, a broken bloody tractor. Wonder how long that's been sat there. So, let's see what the damage is. We need 150,000 to get through the winter. We're obviously not going to have that. Well, we might when we sell this and this. That's not bad. We're going to survive one more year. Oh God, what happened to the price of strawberries? Look at that, 36,000 for the honey. That's beautiful. And it's still not up to 18. So the price can still go up. 128,000 plus whatever's in here. So yeah, we're going to be close to 150,000, which is really awesome. I'm obviously a good manager. I mean, who anticipated 2 years of no profits off the orchards? Who thought that was going to be a thing? Come on, quick. Strawberry prices are good. 1,400 punnets. Here we go then. Damn it. Oh, damn it. They're all off doing jobs again, so I can't sack them. I mean, they're very helpful. I'm not disputing their effectiveness. Just that I can't afford to keep them. We're so close to 150,000, so if I can just get rid of these staff members, I think we'll make it. Is that it? Yes, we've done it. We've reached the end of 2024. My gosh. So another year of disappointment with the orchards. I mean, it really has been a letdown, but at least we know it's definitely a bug of some sort, and I will tell the devs about it, and hopefully it'll be fixed before you get access to the game. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Till then, bye for now.